A good principle to apply to anything you hear from an LLM is just remember that it's probably not as smart as you think it is on the surface, right? If you think it's giving you a perfect answer, it's probably because you're not an expert in that task. And I like the amount of times that I have to reset my thinking and expectations of just how good these systems are for marketing. You had your moment of humility. I'll have my moment of humility. Like I've done a lot of marketing across the board, but never deeply in one discipline, right? I've probably done more TV ads over the last 20 years than the average person just because that's a dying art, but certainly not an SEO expert, certainly not a social marketer. I've never, up until last week, done a Reddit campaign, never done anything on Twitch, never done anything on Discord. Plenty of areas where I'm not an expert. And the danger in this, of course, is that if I then use one of these LLM systems to then give me advice, it might actually be perfectly fine, generic best practice advice, but there's a good chance that I'm interpreting the advice as better than it actually is. And someone who's an expert in that field would look at it and say, that's not a great brief for Discord. That's not a very sophisticated viewpoint on how to really engage with a subreddit community and so on. And I think what I would invite marketers to do is, you're probably using ChatGPT for a lot of things. So when you're getting advice on health, when you're getting advice on how to redo the plumbing in your house because you want to DIY it, just try to remember something that you're an expert in and how it doesn't live up to your full expectations. Go, that's not great. And just remember that before you fully trust the healthcare information, the financial investment advice that you're getting from ChatGPT. It's for every expert, there's a bunch of non-experts out there, and it's a good caveat or warning about how to fully trust these things.